Hello. Welcome back to Your Soul Revolution. I am so glad you're here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're joining me again, welcome back. These episodes, this podcast makes my soul happy, and I always am sharing straight from my soul to yours. And I just love being here with you guys. Um, this week, I want to talk about a little magic. Um, I feel like this was something I unlocked for myself previously and then forgot again. As I always say, the goal is not to stop forgetting, it's to keep remembering. It's like layers or a spiral. We keep embodying lessons on a new level, keep learning, keep upgrading, keep growing. It's part of being human, it's part of life. And yeah, I just want to share kind of really personally today about like finding joy and loving yourself where you're at. And the history of this is when I was going through chronic disease, um, and I finally was like, you know what? If I'm going to be here, I'm going to fucking do it my way. I said bye to the doctors, bye to the meds, bye to the therapies. And I just said, you know what? This is all showing up for a reason. I'm going to find the reasons. I'm going to find the gold, and then it's going to lead me to my next level. And sure enough, literally within weeks of stopping everything, stopping what everyone else was telling me to do, doing it the way I was told to, doctors told me to. First of all, they said I was going to be like that the rest of my life. When I started doing it my way, it all fell into place. But the gold was loving myself for exactly where I was and getting to the point where I was literally like, if this is how I'm going to spend the rest of my life, I'm going to get happy here. I'm going to stop avoiding life. I'm going to fucking live it. I'm going to fucking find joy, and I'm going to move forward. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to accept myself. And holy crap, the amount of wisdom that I began to embody. Again, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. We can hear something, read something, learn something, but when we put it into action, when we embody it, it like unlocks a whole new level. So, similarly, when I was around the same time struggling with money, in debt, like could barely pay bills, could barely pay rent, was prioritizing like getting down to the dollar in my account before I was paid. I took the time to say, you know what? I'm here for a reason. There's gold here. I'm going to love where I'm at. I'm going to accept where I'm at. I'm going to trust that I'm here for a reason. Again, like the universe circled this on a map for me to be here, and I'm going to turn this shit into gold, embody the wisdom that's here, and it's going to take me forward. And again, that's exactly what happened. And I've talked a lot about this lately. If you guys have been here for a while, you know I talk about like money is not what we're really after. We're after the feeling we think it's going to give us. And it's not just money, it's fill in the blank, whatever you're trying to get. But for so long, I thought that money would solve all my problems, that it was the thing that was missing. And I realized with everything I've gone through now, like I literally have my priorities straight. I know that by being my authentic self, by doing this podcast, by doing the things that light my soul up, by doing the things that I'm meant to do, by being who I came here to be, like everything will inevitably follow. And you can say that. And I said it long before I actually trusted and believed it. And now it's something that like is a default setting in every single one of my cells. Like I believe in following my intuition, in following my strategy and authority. I will create the life that I was meant to create. And that will align with my desires because my desires were given to me to live out this life and to live out my purpose, which is who I came here to be. And I think that learning to be where we are, like what we all need more than anything, is permission to be exactly where we are right now. What we all need more than anything is permission to be exactly where we are right now. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You're exactly where you need to be. And there is something here for you. And if you can be with that, if you can be present with that, if you can love and accept that, you will find the gold here and it will help you move forward. It will help you find the next step. And what happens is we make up these stories about why we're here, what it means, what our circumstances mean about us, and none of it is relevant to the other. Like, just because you can correlate something doesn't mean it's the cause. And what I mean by that is you maybe aren't where you expected to be right now. You maybe aren't where you would desire to be right now. Maybe everything is happening at a pace that you didn't expect. Maybe you had a different picture in your mind about where you'd be right now. Maybe there's something that's really hard, right? But there is something for you here. And the fact that you're here doesn't mean you're not good enough, doesn't mean you did anything wrong, doesn't mean you're broken, doesn't mean there's anything to fix, doesn't mean you made a mistake or took a wrong turn. You are here on purpose. There is something for you here. And when you get to the point where you say, I'm happy here, I love life here, even if it's not where I thought I would be, even if it's not where I desire my end state to be, you unlock peace, magic, and like the codes to get to the next level. um, because that's what it's really all about. Like we all have a journey we have to go through, and we all have different steps, different lessons, different karmas, however you want to look at it. And like I've shared in the last few episodes, you can't take directions from someone else. The direction is inside of you. Your next step is in the messiness. Your gold is here. And when you forget that, and when you're focused on resisting, when you're focused on how do I get out of this place, when you're focused on I don't want to be here, that's when you get stuck. And like I said, even though I've learned this in the past, I temporarily forgot. And I was talking to Bestie last night, and she reminded me that when we think we're stuck, when we think we're not where we're supposed to be, when we think we took a wrong turn, when we think we're not good enough, when we think it's not working, it's time to get quiet and look within. What is this time telling me? What is this teaching me? What is here for me to find before I can move on? Every fucking time this is true. And if you think something isn't working for you, if you think you're stuck where you don't want to be, I guarantee you, by looking inward, by asking better questions, by taking the time to be present, to sit in it, you will find the gold every time. And similarly, like the things I've learned about chronic disease, health, money, wealth, what that really means to me now, how I've created that, and how I continue to create more of that. I look around, and because I took the time to sit where I was, because I alchemized the shit, because I found the gold, because I embodied the wisdom that was there for me. Like I look around at people that seemingly are more fit or seemingly have more cash in their bank account, and I can see the energy behind it though. I can see that the things I shifted, the foundation I've laid for myself because I took the time to be in it, to get the wisdom, to embody it, has set me up to not have to deal with that later. Like, I was just listening to a podcast and she was talking about how maybe you can force things. Maybe you can, God, I have such a like interesting relationship with the word manifestation now because of how people talk about it. But she was talking about how, like, okay, let's say you manifest $1 million, right? If you don't set the foundation, if you don't embody the beliefs of what is meant for you and how you got there, you will lose it. Shit will come up and it won't be sustainable. And there's times where we see things work out for people, but like we don't know what's bubbling under the surface. And paying attention to someone else, anyways, is not the vibe. Like we need all our energy for ourselves and what we came here to do. So let's focus inward. If you are somewhere you didn't think you would be, if it seems to be taking longer, if you think it gets to work for everyone else but you, I guarantee you there is something here for you. Like you are here for a reason. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And how can you find the gold here to help you be guided to the next step, to be guided to the thing you have to shift? And often what happens is there's something that we need to shift. There's a change we need to make. There's something else we need to further embody. There's a shift in how we're showing up, or something we need to be more of ourselves, or we need to let go of something. There's something that's probably uncomfortable here that needs to be changed, that needs to be shifted for us to fully embody, for us to fully get and alchemize whatever is here for us. And it can be really fucking hard. But being here and in this energy of feeling stuck, of feeling like we're broken, of feeling like there's something to fix is fucking hard. So you make the choice. What if your only job right now, it feels like it's not working, if you've tried the things, if you are genuinely doing the shit, taking the action, listening to your intuition, and if you're in it, listening to what's here for you, let yourself continue to be guided. And in the meantime, find more joy, find more happiness, find more success. Create the feelings now. Add things into your day that make you lose track of time. Add things into your day that make your soul come alive. Add things into your day that light you up. That's what this is about. We're here to have fun, to feel alive, to be healthy, to be wealthy, to be successful. Whatever those definitions look like for you, because they are different for everyone, you are here to be who you came here to be. And you are exactly where you're meant to be right now for a reason. And maybe this season is about figuring that out. Maybe this season is about making some uncomfortable changes. Maybe this season is about coming to some uncomfortable um, realizations. And maybe this season is just about fucking loving the shit out of yourself right now, where you're at. And it's okay if you forget this. I forgot. I'm sure I will forget again. Just keep remembering. You are fucking amazing. I am proud of everything you're doing. You are doing the thing. It is just really fucking hard sometimes. And that doesn't mean there's anything to fix. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean that you took a wrong turn. Maybe there's something else here for you. Maybe you just need a break right now. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you just need to slow down. We all have seasons and we can't be we can't be blooming all the time. Sometimes the season is to find the gold. Sometimes the season is to sit with where we are. Sometimes the season is to slow down and focus on ourselves. Sometimes the season is to just breathe. Sometimes the season is to just find more joy, to live life fully, to move from surviving into thriving. I don't know what this season is for you, but you do. And I promise you're exactly where you are for a reason. You're exactly where you need to be. There is no story that you need to create about why you're here. It's not because of your trauma. It's not because of your past. It's not because of your relationship. It's not because you took a wrong turn. This location was circled on a map for you because the universe is trying to give you something, show you something, teach you something, help you with something. What is it? Again, create space in your day to just be, to sit with it, to figure it out, because I promise it's there. I promise if you sit and get quiet and listen, you know. There's a nudge. There's something that keeps coming up. You think it's not connected. You keep telling yourself it doesn't make sense. It does. It is connected. Just listen. Trust yourself. Your life is different. You're meant to be fucking brilliant. You're meant to shine. If you feel like you're holding back, where can you go bigger? If you feel stifled, where can you start expressing more? If you feel stuck, where can you get out of the box and go do something different? Make a change, make a shift. If you feel alone, where can you find new relationships? Where can you find safe spaces? There is so much magic for you here. And when you learn to love where you are right now, it will unlock the wisdom you need. It will unlock the next fucking step. It will guide you to where you're meant to be every time. I've seen it time and time again for myself. I've seen it time and time again for friends, for clients, for family. Just be present. Everything happens in the present moment. What do you need right now? How can you fucking love the fuck out of yourself and out of life and create a life here? If I said to you, what if you remain here for the rest of your life? If your answer is fuck no, if your answer is shame, guilt, resentment, there's work for you here. There's something inside of you to further love, to further accept. Find the joy here, and the journey will continue. I promise you, it's all worth it. If I hadn't healed myself from chronic disease, if I hadn't healed myself from financial bankruptcy, basically, I wouldn't be who I am today. It just wouldn't happen. And when you can love yourself for the things that have happened, when you can look back and say, I chose those things because it got me here. When you can look at other people going through what you've gone through and not judge or shame them, you have unlocked the magic. How can you fully love where you are right now? Even more. I know it's fucking hard, but I'm going to do it. We're going to do it together. This is your soul revolution. We are here to fucking come alive, to be more of ourselves, to be more embodied, more connected, more excited, more everything, whatever that is for you, more of yourself, bigger, more unapologetically. Let her out fully. Love her now completely. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.